Hello there, people of the book club. This is Erica Sosner. I'm a careers coach and a story work consultant. And through this book club, I read the books so you don't have to, giving you a summary of the key ideas and tools in each one. Now, if you've spent any time with me over the last few months, and even if you haven't, you're going to find out that my book of the year is most definitely Dan and Chip Heath's book, Switch: How to Change When Change is Hard. So in my business, I'm always working with people around transformation and change. I'm either helping them to shift careers or to shift their culture or to step into leadership. And we all know that change can be really difficult. What's fantastic about this book is that it breaks down change into three components, three perspectives, if you will, on change, and then it gives you practical tools for what to do when you encounter each of those challenges. So many books on change are really theoretical. You read them, you go, yeah, that's interesting, but it doesn't give you a call to action, something tangible that you can do, which is why I just love this book, because it's peppered full of good examples and practical tools to help you and I move forward. So let me give you a summary of those three perspectives that provide that composite view on change. So Dan and Chip have this idea of an elephant and a rider. A rider being the intellect, the academic, the analytical part of your brain, the logical part of your brain, if you like. And the rider is sitting atop an elephant. And the elephant is our emotional side. And as we all know, the emotions can be powerful, they can really lead our logical brain astray. So we've got this sense of the rider, the analytical brain, and then we've got the elephant, the emotional side of the brain. So these are two of the components of change, or the perspectives that you need to attend to. But the third is really important too. And the third is the path that the rider on the elephant is progressing down. So the environment, if you will, the ways in which your situation supports the habits or the changes that you want to make, or it doesn't. So let's take a look at these three components and see the ways in which Dan and Chip have shown us tangible methods to shift. If we start with the analytical, the rider, so what happens with us during change is that the analytical brain gets analysis paralysis. There's too much choice, there's too much vagueness going on, and we become paralysed. So in terms of tools for supporting the rider, all of the tools that they introduce are about giving that specificity and clarity. They're about pointing in the direction that you want to go, giving really specific instructions. So instead of saying, I would like to lose some weight, we say, I would like you to drink semi-skimmed milk from now on. So we give a tangible action that gives clarity and progress in the face of uncertainty. If we take the elephant now, so the elephant, the emotional side of us, is spooked by change, okay? So the elephant gets a little freaked out when something unusual or uncertain is happening. So what's really important with the elephant is to find the feeling, to find the inspiration or excitement that's going to happen as a result of the change, to give that elephant a sense of reassurance, a sense of purpose, and to give it ways in which it can influence that emotion in a positive way. So to help the elephant feel reassured, a tool is to shrink the change. So instead of setting a really large goal for ourselves that we become so intimidated by that we never begin, we have to shrink it to a small action. So I'll just do this, I'll just think about that. And that helps the elephant to feel safer and more confident. And as the elephant moves forward, as the emotions become more comfortable, we become more comfortable with the process of change and we're willing to do more. And then lastly, this idea of shaping the environment, shaping the path on which the elephant and the rider are progressing. And this is really important. I see a lot in my consulting work that organisations are very keen to spend money on learning, think that it will solve a particular problem for their people. But often learning is just a component, so we can grow their people, we can make them more confident, we can give them more skills. But if the environment, if the culture doesn't actually support the change that's required, it's very difficult for somebody to do something different. So, for you as an individual, or for organisations that you may be working in, how do you tweak the environment? Well, there's some really tangible things here about the idea of building habits. So setting up rituals, making things noticeable in the environment that set up an auto trigger. They automatically invite you to do something a bit different to what you'd normally do. And secondly, to rally the herd, to get the group of elephants and riders together by using peer pressure, providing incentives, showing where in the environment and organisation people are already going with the change and being successful. So, and if that's you as an individual trying to make a change, that's the power of community. That's why we go to groups to learn things together, or we join organisations, have a sense of membership and allegiance, because in that sense of rallying the herd, we're encouraged by our environment. We're surrounded by people who believe in the same things that we do. So I really encourage you, this is one of those books where I can give you a summary, and I may well give a couple more because I think there's so many great tools in here. I would actually really encourage you to buy this book. It's filled with great stories, it's really encouraging, and it's super practical for all of us at those times in life when we want to make a shift or enable a transformation. See you again soon.